sounds like Q4 you expect to be pretty good as well. You said that you expect billings to be up in the mid 20% range. They were up more like in the teens for the quarter you just reported. Why the surge in Q4?
Yeah, so as our business gets more and more seasonally loaded toward the back end of the year, as we sell to larger and larger enterprises, that's what ultimately drives a much higher billings growth outcome in Q4. And this is what we've been talking to the street about throughout the year. But as we continue to move up market, serving larger enterprises like major top 10 banks and pharmaceutical and life sciences companies, as well as federal government and global manufacturers, that's what's driving that surge in the Q4 billings and growth rate.
Amazon's cloud CEO Andy Jassy was telling us yesterday that outside of the US, cloud momentum has actually picked up. They're only 12 to 36 months behind in the cloud, which is actually better than before. You've also said that you saw that 28% of your big deals, six-figure deals, were coming from outside the US. What's the shift that you're seeing there, and what are they buying?
Yeah, I think we're seeing that same sort of time lag, but ultimately what that means is we have a global opportunity where large enterprises, especially multinational enterprises, want to be able to drive the same digital transformation within their organization that we've seen in the US. And that means everything from changing their business processes to collaborating and working in new ways, which leads them to needing platforms like Box and other technologies. So we're seeing incredible growth in markets like Japan, Canada, Australia is emerging for us, and then throughout Europe, while there are some markets that we're working on growing faster in, we are seeing a huge opportunity throughout Europe also.
I imagine, well, I know an area where you guys are feeling a bit of pressure is just the cost of a sales force. There are companies in the cloud getting together, trying to cut down on those costs and have more power through scale. How are you attacking that? Through partnerships, through getting deeper into specific industry verticals? And how do we gauge how well that's working for you?
Yeah, so obviously we have invested in a healthy way in our go-to-market efforts so we can reach and enable every large enterprise on the planet. We're actually seeing incredible improvements in efficiency in our go-to-market efforts. We saw a nearly 10-point improvement year over year in terms of sales and marketing as a percentage of revenue. So we continue to drive more and more efficiency from our go-to-market channel. But from a partnership standpoint, that's also how we get incredible scale. So we're working with major partners like IBM and other system integrators to be able to reach and enable customers. We're working with technology partners like Microsoft, Google, as well as a much broader ecosystem, companies like Slack, Okta, and others, to ensure that when customers want to be able to manage their modern IT environment, Box is the system of record for the data and content that they work with. So partners are core to our strategy, both from a technology standpoint to ensure that customers have an integrated experience with their information technology investments, as well as helping us actually reach those customers from a distribution, from a sales standpoint as well. So we think that our partner model is critical to our success and scaling, and it's great to be able to work with folks like Judson, who you just had on,
yeah.
Microsoft, and these much bigger technology companies that we partner with.
Speaking of which, I want to get this one in quick before we run out of time. People are used to thinking of Microsoft and Google as threats to you. You are talking about them as partners. As we move further into this hybrid and AI era, what's the one thing you want investors to think about to drive home that partner idea?
Yeah, so our fundamental belief is that in the digital age, enterprises are going to need a platform to help them secure, manage, govern, and drive the workflows around their core business information. And that is what the platform is that we're building. So whether it's financial documents, whether it's digital assets, whether it's a pharmaceutical company with their drug trial information, or a marketing company with their ad campaigns, we want to be the platform that helps them manage and secure that data. We will have to work with other technology partners like Microsoft, Google, IBM, and others to ensure that the technology that they're investing in can link into the data that customers store within Box. So we're building a fundamentally open platform, and whether that is linking up to the artificial intelligence or machine learning technology that IBM, Microsoft, Google, and others are building, or the common applications that we all use every day, like Office 365 or Google Docs or Slack, we want to ensure that Box can connect to all of those applications so you can have one source of truth for your data, but integrate it everywhere.